Okay, it's a video to show the basic functionality of the software that you'll see on the Digital Americana and the Jukebox in a box. So you turn either of those on and this is what you'll see on the front screen. Obviously not necessarily this music, just ignore this to some extent. It's just a random songs uploaded to demonstrate the software. But effectively the jukebox will boot up and it will start playing random songs, and if we didn't touch it otherwise it will carry on playing random songs. So if there's nothing pending in the queue, it will play a random song. But we can dictate the music and make our own selections, and the ones we choose will override the automatic ones and fade those out and plays out ours instead. We can choose our songs one of two ways. We can either double click a song. Obviously I'm doing this with the mouse on the computer screen, but you'll be doing this with your finger on the touch screen. So double click that song and then that goes in the queue for us, and the song we choose, as I say, will fade out this Peter Gabriel song and Adele gets played instead. Another way of choosing the song is, instead of double clicking it, we can just highlight the song once and then press this in queue button. And I prefer this way because there's no rhythm to it. You can take 10 minutes over it if you want to, and it just gives you a chance to highlight the song, perhaps think, I didn't mean that one, I meant that one, chat to your friend about it, get the seal of approval, and then press the NQ button, and then that's gone in the queue for us. And obviously it's going to play the other song we selected in full. The Adele song's now playing that in full because that's not a random song, it's one we chose, and then it'll play the Will I Am song. We can skip forward and skip back, which is great, but if somebody's driving you mad with the skipping forward and skipping back, and invariably there's always someone who thinks their songs are more important than anybody else's, we can do something about it. And we do that by putting our finger in the white space up here and bringing up a keyboard. From this keyboard we could search for things. That's basically what it's for, the ability to find songs. So we type the word Queen, click OK, and we find everything with the word Queen in. We can skip forward, jog forward and find Queen albums, and I say double click or highlight a song once and then queue. But anyway, getting back to the skip forward and skip back, trying to do something about that, someone's driving you crazy. I'm just going to delete the word Queen. To remove those buttons we type the word hide, skip, all one word, no space, and they will disappear. If you subsequently want to start skipping forward or skipping back, you can, and to bring back those controls, and I'll do it from the beginning, we place our finger in the white space up here and we type show skip, all one word, and they will reappear. When you turn the jukebox on, these will always be on. I do kind of recommend certain types of parties to clear those off as soon as you can before somebody starts driving you crazy. You can just play around on the jukebox. You're not going to do any harm by pushing here. That button there makes the screen somewhat bigger, the text a bit bigger and obviously a bit smaller. Scroll up and down. It's there for people to just experiment with and find themselves. It won't do any harm by just pushing around on certain buttons. A functionality you may not work out for yourself is how to make a playlist. Generally I recommend as much as possible steering clear of playlists. They're great for certain things, so I don't know, if you're at a meal in a wedding and you have the jukebox in the background, by all means make a playlist of appropriate songs for a wedding meal and then set that off and it'll play through that. You can overdo playlists, so if you set a great big long playlist through a party, it can remove some of the fun, detracts from some of the fun and enjoyment of the jukebox because the playlist is taking over the jukebox. But anyway, do what you will. Playlists, you can get a little playlist help sheet which will just remind you and me what the certain functions are, and we do that by again bringing up the keyboard and we type playlist, and this time it is with a space, so playlist space help. And on the screen we'll see some various options, and those options will show you how to stop a playlist, to have an auto playlist set up, so that's to say if there's nothing pending in the queue, the jukebox will default to the playlist rather than selecting a random song, and you can reset which clears off the playlist. But anyway, the basic way of making a playlist is you first of all select some songs, and I'm just going to select songs, and we then type playlist space create. We then get asked create, I should say create rather than created, but it says created playlist from queued songs. That is to say, do we want to make the playlist just from the queued up songs, or do we want to include the random songs that played before we got around to making the playlist? You'd always say yes, so cause you don't want to include the random songs, so click yes, and that playlist is stored in the queue for us. We can then call that playlist up, playlist auto, playlist load, if you want to go from start to finish, and as I say, playlist space help will show and remind you how to do certain things with the playlist. Now you can make up to 9 playlists. Quite why you want 9 playlists, I'm not sure, but if we wanted to make a playlist, suppose we'd made already 6 playlists and we want to make a 7th playlist, you would just drop in the number 7 in between the word playlist and create. So we go playlist spell playlist space, then the number 7, then a space, then create, and that way we will make a 7th playlist. Obviously make a note, hey, I'm not quite sure you keep track of how many playlists you made and what's in each playlist, but some people do. I'm just going to click no, don't want to do that in a minute. There's various other bits and pieces, but everything else you'll fill in for yourself. We cheekily put on the screen a button here to encourage people to put in an email address if they were interested at a party. So if somebody at your party may want to hire from us in the future, they can press that button, type in their email address, register it, and we will then contact them at a later date, or at least let them know our details for when they want to contact us. I hope that's helped. It is all very easy to use, it's all very intuitive, there's nothing overly complicated. We're on the phone all the time, so if you don't want to watch this video or watch this video, get bored listening to my voice droning on, just need any help, just give us a call. But the basic thing to do is just get on and poke around, see what happens if I push here, push there. You won't do any harm whatsoever, and just find your feet. Other than that, thanks for listening and have a great party.